My adopted demonic family sacrificed my great aunt for her lottery money. I actually just woke up and I'm a little emotional, so I decided to tell this story time just due to a lot of people want to know more about the family in general. This is a Native American family, by the way. My birth mom is Cuban and Colombian. My birth dad is Irish and Haitian. She passed away when I was like 6, so I don't have many memories of her. She won that ticket. I think it was about $8 million. So let me say this as someone who is very spiritual. I did not learn any of my spiritual tactics from them. They were very secretive due to them being on the shadow side and I'm on the light side. Some people were not allowed to use certain things for personal gain. So for example, my great aunt, she won this Mega Million lottery ticket due to her personal gifts. That is how she won. Certain witches, I don't classify myself as a witch, I'm a goddess. She identified herself as a witch. So it was common that one of the witch's rules is you can't use it for personal gain. So say, for example, if you get a lottery ticket and you scratch it off and you win, when you get to the cash register, cash it, it'll say you lost. Like, just a little jinx like that. Like, and you can be like, no, I know I won it, but you can drive right to the store and try to cash it, and it's going to say you lost. And when you look at the ticket, it's going to be changed from when you first scratched it. That's how it go. But for some reason with her, I'm sure she manifested and she put time into it. And this wasn't her first time being a millionaire. But I visited my great-grandma a few times, and I do remember early on when the great aunt passed, the lottery ticket, she had got it like put into a case and she kept it on the stand, like in the kitchen, like it was a bar stool. She kept it on there. She had 4 kids. So this is the order it went in: a daughter, a son, a daughter, and a son. When she got murdered, one of her sons were in jail. This is a story that the family first put out. He murdered her in the bedroom and drug her to the hallway, and then he fled. And the son was in the backyard with 2 other people, and he saw the guy fleeing, and that's what made him run inside, because they had been arguing earlier. And when he went inside, that is when he found his mom. Now, spiritually, I was having dreams and getting other messages was stating that she actually was, it started outside and then they took her to the house and it was repositioned. So we grew up in the country. We owned our own homes, and if anybody was around, it most of the time was family. So if you did call a cop, it was going to take them time to get there, and you had multiple chances to orchestrate and put this how you wanted it to. And back in the days, the cops were not so advanced as they are now. Like now, you call the police, it's easier to get them to come out, and the staff too. Back in those times, it was like maybe like 3 of the same officers. Everybody knew the officers, like a very small town. It was pretty, like, it wasn't too much of actually upholding some type of authority and the officers actually serving people justice and protecting them. I don't know what really happened to her. It could have been the fact that she actually got the karma from using personal gain to win the ticket, or it could have been the sacrifice. But all I know is that she went out painfully, and the truth has yet to be revealed. She was also spiritually, so she did spiritual work. She did tarot readings for people. Like, she was the voodoo lady of the town. So if you wanted to know, like, was your husband cheating on you, you would go to my great auntie. This same great aunt also is the one who plays the part in my kidnapping, which is crazy. She actually met my real dad, and that is how they were able to do the swap. But that's not the point of this story. That's for another story time. Tune in. Make sure you follow if you're new here. I'm Clover, and I'm the best storyteller. I serve people karma and I received justice. Let's go to the funeral. So at the funeral, I remember getting like halfway up to the casket and seeing like nobody crying. And then when we're like 1 feet away from looking at her body, that person break out in tears. I saw somebody fake faint. And then right after that, we went to go eat and everybody was like laughing and giggling. I was like, yo, hold on. Something's off. The signs of mourning just weren't there. Like, it looked so, it looked more like a celebration that she was gone, if anything. Like, and you know, they say that's what you're supposed to do, celebrate that the person is gone because they're going to a better place. But it looked like they were celebrating out of their fact, like, oh, we won, like, we got it. So let me tell you what happened to the money. Of course, my great-grandma got some because she is the mother. So her oldest daughter pocketed so much of the money. The one who was in prison, they didn't get anything. They all were supposed to split it. And it was given out to them over a consecutive amount of years. So it wasn't like given out at one time. So the oldest one was shortening the baby sister, stating, you know, that she wasn't too responsible with money, whatever the case may be. That wasn't her responsibility nor choice to make. She should have given her money. She built so many businesses with that money. I'm not like she was wrong for what she did, but on a positive note, she did not just trash it. She was actually one of the very few, I think she actually is the only one, now that I'm actually just sitting back and looking back, she was one of the only ones who actually had a stable head, who knew how to do something with some money. So like, I knew that if she was taking money from people, she was taking a lot because she knew what to do with it. And she was profiting multiple times. Like, she moved smart with it. She really did. At times, I felt like that my auntie had reincarnated into that sibling. So, like, my feelings of her being greedy, like, I'm not going to say it went down, but I was able to have more than one point of view on it.